going to be showing you how to make mukenye, which is a traditional Kenyan recipe from the western region, and it's usually made from beans and sweet potatoes. This is a recipe for about 5 people. So you're going to buy your sweet potatoes, peel, wash and boil until tender, and also you're going to be boiling your beans. So over here I have already boiled my red kidney beans. I'm using the red kidney beans. You can use any beans that you have in the house. Also, I'm going to be adding a twist by adding some onions to my mukenye, and it's going to add a lot of flavor. Once done cooking the sweet potatoes, I'm going to transfer to another stove top, and immediately I'm going to add a small pot over medium low flame, add cooking oil and my onions. Add in some salt to fully season my mukenye. As my onions are cooking, I'm going to be mashing up my sweet potatoes. So you can use a masher, you can use a cup. If you don't have a masher or a bottle, it's still going to work. When boiling the sweet potatoes, I added salt, and also I added some salt to my beans. So the beans are still warm, so I'm going to first mash my sweet potatoes. Once the sweet potatoes are mashed, I'm going to add in my beans. Mash. Mix using my wooden spatula. It's been a minute and my onions are softening up. I'm going to transfer to my pan. The onions are going to add a very nice onion flavor to my mukenye. So if you don't like the onion taste in your mukenye, you can skip this. It's quite optional, but I chose just to add some onions to add flavor to my mukenye. You're going to mash until all the beans are fully mashed up together with the sweet potatoes. I've placed back my pan on my stove top, so I'll be mashing while the sweet potato heats up. This is looking so good, and my family is going to be enjoying the mukenye with some stew. You can also enjoy it as it is because it is super sweet and savory. Savory because I've added salt to my potatoes and beans, and also I've made sure that it is fully seasoned. So yeah, it's fully enjoyable. So I hope you'll be making this very simple, budget friendly, cheap lunch idea or dinner idea at home, and I hope you'll enjoy trying out a new recipe. Hi everyone, I love eating chicken, especially kienyeji chicken. So today I'm going to be showing you a very easy kienyeji chicken recipe that you're going to love. This is a full 1.5 kienyeji chicken, and I'm going to be making a recipe that is full of flavor and incredibly mouth-watering. To my pot, I'm going to be adding in my chicken over high flame. Add enough water to submerge the chicken. To enjoy a tender kienyeji chicken, you should boil your chicken. So I'm going to boil mine for around 2 hours until the meat is soft. The piece of ginger that I've added is going to eliminate any chicken smell. If you don't like that smell, just add ginger and you'll see the magic. So I've let the chicken fry a little bit in its own oil. Just look at this. I can eat this right away. So I'm going to transfer my chicken to a bowl. My chicken was quite fatty. I'm going to save some of the chicken oil. To my pot, I'm going to be adding in 1 large white onion. As my onion is cooking, I'm going to be adding in some crushed garlic and ginger. Cook until the garlic and ginger is fragrant. Next, I'm going to add in some spices. So I'm going to add in some turmeric, cumin, paprika, garlic powder, and 1 chicken stock cube. Mix and let the spices cook together with the onions. The spices are going to intensify the flavors to my chicken. Next, I'm going to add in 3 large tomatoes. Stir in and let the tomatoes cook until mushy. This is how my tomatoes are looking. I'm going to add in some coriander stems. Don't throw away your coriander stems. Mix in the coriander stems. Add back my chicken. Stir in the chicken and let all the good flavors and aromas coat the chicken. My chicken at this point looks very delicious, so I'm going to squeeze in some lemon juice. The lemon is going to add a very nice flavor, so I'm going to add in some water. Stir in the chicken and let the chicken simmer for around 10 minutes on medium-low flame. This is how my chicken is looking. Notice the very nice color on my chicken, and I definitely know this is going to be very delicious. So I'm going to add in some capsicum. Stir in and let the capsicum cook for around 1 minute. The aroma in this kitchen is just amazing. So I'm going to add in some coriander leaves. Stir in, and then I'm going to switch off the gas and serve. My kienyeji chicken is ready and it's looking very delicious. So I hope you are going to try out this recipe, and don't forget to tell me in the comment section what you think about my kienyeji chicken. Catch you on my next episode. Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to be showing you how to make a very easy Kenyan style mukimo, and it's going to be a very easy recipe and the outcome is going to be very delicious. This recipe is for about 3 people, so I'm going to place a pot with water. I've already added the water, so I'm going to add in my potatoes in the pot. Whenever boiling potatoes, make sure to boil the potatoes in cold water because you want the potatoes to cook evenly. So as the potatoes are cooking, I'm going to be adding in my maize. This is already parboiled maize. I usually keep mine in the fridge. So I'm going to add in and let the maize and the potatoes boil together until the potatoes are well cooked or soft. I'm going to be adding in my pumpkin leaves. These are pumpkin leaves. So I'm going to add that in the pot as well. Add some salt to my potatoes. You want the potatoes to be well seasoned. Use a spatula and make sure all the pumpkin leaves are immersed in the water. I chopped my potatoes in small sizes because I want the potatoes to cook really fast. I'm going to let my pumpkin leaves cook for around 5 minutes at most. My pumpkin leaves are ready and they've been cooling for a while, and also my potatoes are ready. So I'm going to reduce the flame, transfer to another burner, and then I'm going to place a small pot with cooking oil. So I'm going to drain as my oil gets hot. I am back. It has only been a few seconds. So to my small pot, I'm going to add in some green spring onions. Add in 1 seasoning cube. This is to add some flavor to our mukimo. As my green onions are cooking, I'm going to be mashing up my potatoes. Once the potatoes are well cooked, they are going to easily mash, so there will be no effort. Drain and then transfer to my grinder. Cover and place in my blender. And my green paste is ready. So I'm going to add in intervals while I mash. Scoop in some more pumpkin leaves and mash.
So you're going to mash until you have the perfect color. I like mine to be a little bit green. Mash until all the potatoes are combined with the pumpkin leaves. Lastly, I'm going to be adding in my green onions. The flavors from the green onions is going to combine with the potatoes and make some awesome and delicious mokimo. My mokimo is ready and it's looking so amazing. I love that the seasoning cube has added a lot of flavor. So you can switch the salt with the seasoning cube and try out this amazing recipe. So also the green onions are just on top notch on this mokimo because they have added so much flavor. So I hope you'll be trying out this amazing mokimo recipe.